Hello, beautiful people. You're welcome to this channel. If it's your first time, you're welcome. I'm MJ. This is MJ's Fair, where we talk everything about growth, faith, entrepreneurship, and lifestyle. So I'm so happy. If you're just joining the family, you're welcome. Please subscribe and hit the notification bell to get notified whenever we put up new videos. I'm so excited, guys, because today I'm about to start up a short series. Actually, I don't know if it's going to be long or short, but for now, we'll go as we feel led, as the Holy Spirit leads us. So, I'm starting up a series about saving. Like, how do we succeed without savings, right? It's practically not possible. So, we'll be looking at everything about savings, how to go about it, what you can do to save as a student, what you can do to save as a wife, what you can do to save as a lady, as a thriving lady, what you can do to save as a housewife, because housewives also need to save. And how you can actually make the best and get financial relief as a student, as a single person in a relationship, as a married person. We're all about that in this series. So I hope you go with me on this journey and I hope you enjoy it, okay? Okay, guys. All right. Now, like I said, this is going to be a series. For now, I cannot say if it's going to be a long one or a short one, but we'll go as we are led by the Spirit of God. All right. Now, basically, what is saving? Saving is storing up something you know you absolutely need in the future. Saving is keeping anything you know you need it in the future. It can be food, it can be material things, it can be books, it can be knowledge, it can be money. But in this series, let me just make it clear, we're talking about saving up money. I mean, even the Bible encourages us to save. Everything around us tells you that you should save. For those of us who have been living our lives anyhow, I mean, the pandemic has come in, or the one good thing the pandemic did was to show you the importance or the necessity of savings. Because if just imagine if you did not have any savings, how have you pulled through during this period? It's been really hard, right? I can imagine. Saving is always very, very necessary for every human being who has plans. For anyone who's heading somewhere, who has plans of going to somewhere, there's always this need to save. If you don't save up, how do you get there? Because no matter how much you earn, there'll always be problems that come up to take away the money, or there'll always be something you need. The more your income increases, the more needs you have and the more wants you have. So you must be intentional about saving. You must be able to save. All right, encourages us to save. All right, let's look at the Proverbs chapter 21, even verse 5 tells us that the plans of the wise leads to profit. Like, wise men make plans that leads to profit, diligent men. But what happens to the fools? Like, they're hasty and it always leads to poverty. So a wise man is the man who makes plans that leads to profit, and the hasty man or the foolish man is the one that makes plans that leads to poverty. That same Proverbs chapter 21, going down to verse 20, tells us that the wise store up food. They store up their choice food and olive oil. But what happens to the foolish? The foolish actually gulp theirs down. Now, the Bible refers to someone who saves as a wise person, and someone who just lives as they earn. Like I had said this somewhere, I said you live as you earn. Like, as you have money, you just spend it. You're called a foolish man. Also, in same Proverbs, I think I'll check it out and I'll put it on the screen. It tells us that there are four little creatures on earth, and it starts with the ant. The ant is a very tiny creature, like physically it's very tiny, and it has very little strength of its own. But what does it do? It stores up food in summer. It stores up food in summer against winter. It stores up food in summer against the rainy season. How much more about us human beings? We're like the best creatures on earth, the wisest, made in God's own image. We are gods on earth. Why won't you save up? Why don't you save up? So this series is all about savings. I'll be looking at how you'll be able to save as a student, as a single lady, someone who's job hunting, maybe you're in a relationship, how you can save up together, as a housewife, as a married couple, how do you save up and achieve your goals. Yeah, we're supposed to end the year stronger and get enough financial relief. I mean, we should be our own boss. We should be able to command things around. Now, there are different ways you can save up. You can save in a bank, in a credit union, you can save up by yourself, and there are just several ways you can save up. Something you mustn't save in a bank, you know. So try as much as you can to save up. We are wise. We must be able to save up. Don't tell me, oh, I'm not earning as much. I'm not even earning. But you have money. You do receive financial favors. You do receive financial gifts from people. That's why I said, even as a student, you can save up. For some of us, saving has always been like an innate something. Like we're born with this. Kind of. And I thank God for my parents, especially my mom, who actually nurtured and cultivated this in us. Because for someone like me who's a savvy, like I always think about savings before any other thing. I actually grew up with this culture, like when someone gives you money, you come, you show mom, you show dad, like, oh, this is what I've received, this is what this person gave me. And my mom actually made it a point of duty, like during the holidays, when we're free, when we can do something to earn money, or when we receive financial favors and blessings, she always be like, oh, let's come together and start saving up. You put money. There was no financial limit to how much you can save up, like how much you can keep. And then every day you're like, oh, I've put this amount, even if it's just $1, $2, $5 as a student. So you see, that's something I grew up in, and it actually went further to nurture that innate something that was in me. Like even before my mom could come up with those ideas, like I was always keeping money on my own. It's funny, but it's very necessary to do that because it helps you a lot in the future. You're saving up for the rainy days. We don't pray for the rainy days, but every day it's not always going to be summer. It's not going to be all rosy. So you save up for such days. I mean, anyone who's gone through this period and you're here watching this video now, you should have understood the importance of savings during this COVID period. Like, guys, it was so real. It should have hit everyone so real this period. How did you pull through? So saving is a necessity for everyone, as a student, as a single person, as someone who's job hunting, as someone who has a job, as a housewife. You're the backbone. As a wife who's having a regular 9 to 5 job, as a mom, everybody needs to save, no matter how young or how old you are. So join me on this journey and we'll save together and evaluate our growth. Remember, we're all about growth. We're growing in every aspect. In our relationships, financially, spiritually, and every other thing. So generally, our lives have to be a step. Like we always need to be walking and taking a step one day at a time. One day at a time. So join me in this and look forward to the next episode. It's going to be a very interesting journey. And you don't want to miss out on this particular series. It's one that's worth your time, okay? So I hope you enjoyed, and watch out for the next episode. Watch out for the next video. See you in the next one. Bye.